Defining your identity. Today, I want to talk about how change can often make us feel as if we no longer have control. Now, in episode 17 of the podcast, way back in 2020, I interviewed Bree Goff, a change management expert who has advised companies like Adobe, Capital One, Google, Etsy, and many, many more. Now, in the episode, she shared this really powerful idea that people don't resist change, people resist loss. And with AI, from ChatGPT to advanced machine learning systems, we are experiencing a lot of loss as we see machines redefining roles and tasks that traditionally were things that only we did. And this change isn't just a technology change or a system update on your iOS. It's personal and it's really infiltrating aspects of our lives that were once really unique to us as human beings. And so we're going to really start feeling the effects of this change that, quite frankly, I don't think most of us are really ready for, no matter how tech savvy you are or how long you've or how confident you feel with technology. So here's one of my favorite practices as I sort of pause, take a deep breath, and say what is known as the serenity prayer. Now, this isn't really a religious thing. It's really sort of just like, I just love the concept. And in it, they say, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, as you think about what these areas are for you, the next step, Bree shares, is to really honor and validate what once was. Like, being sure to acknowledge that it's not that what happened before was bad or not good in some way, but it's just evolving and it's changing. And we need to honor that and kind of give it its recognition to make space for what can come next. And as you think about these things that, you want to come next or the things you want to create, I want you to remember the relationship between identity and habits. Now, navigating change is never easy, no matter how many times you've done it. And every single time it is filled with a spectrum of emotions. And to help stay grounded, your self identity is really your lighthouse in times of change, like your unique skills, the things that you know and are confident about yourself. And this is something that I think is best explained in Atomic Habits by James Clear. I think he has one of the best books on the role of identity in shaping our actions and, the habits that you need to form and focus on so that you're not fixated on what you want to achieve, but you're more fixated on the person you want to become and deepening that self-awareness and self-identity of your own. Now, this focus on self identity is really crucial, especially now when the future of work is so fluid and constantly changing. We have predictions that like 65% of skills within jobs are going to change by LinkedIn. And so, understanding who we are at our core matters more than ever before because, again, it's something that you can use to stay grounded in. And this isn't just about the skills that we possess, this is really a lot more about our values, our passions, and our purpose that really drive us when things get hard. And in a world where the types of jobs that and in a world where the types of jobs we have are changing, the skills that we have are changing, again, that self identity is really the only thing that is going to help you stay grounded through all this different ambiguity because that strong sense of self provides the adaptability and the resilience that's needed to be able to navigate and contextualize change so that you're not just overwhelmed by everything that comes your way. So in today's situation, we're looking at today as AI transforms the landscape of our daily lives. It's really prompting us to ask, who do we want to be in this new era? And it's not just about adapting to technological changes like I shared, it's really about shaping our identity and thinking about what that means from a culture perspective. It is going to challenge us to look within and decide, how do we want to define ourselves when machines can now replicate aspects of our work, aspects of creativity and efficiency and productivity? Who do we want to be as human beings? The problem in this AI era isn't just learning to use new tools, it's really about being able to understand how these tools also affect our sense of self-worth and how we continue to build and strengthen our identity. Do we see AI as a threat to our identity or as an opportunity to redefine it? Now, another best book that was written on this was Kai-Fu Lee, by Kai-Fu Lee, called AI Superpowers. And he says this is really a chance to reconsider what it means to be human. This era is really calling for a reevaluation of our values, our strengths, and the unique qualities that are going to make us absolutely irreplaceable. So let's aspire to use AI as a mirror to reflect on what it cannot replicate: our empathy, our insights, our personal experiences, and our stories. And as James Clear shares in Atomic Habits, your identity emerges out of your habits. In a world intertwined with AI, the daily habits and the daily little choices that we make become even more crucial because they are slowly defining who we are and who we are going to be, not just as individuals, but as organizations and as societies as well. Now, we know that AI can perform tasks, we know that it can analyze data, it can even create art and images and videos, but it cannot replicate the depth of our human experiences, our unique insights, our observations, our interactions, or just the individuality that comes from your own life stories. These are the aspects of our identity that we must be able to nurture and expand moving forward. And so the AI era is really this invitation to dive deeper into our human qualities, to build habits, and to make choices that reinforce our unique identities. So today, I want you to consider how you currently interact with AI. Does it enhance your life and work, or is it creeping into areas of your identity that you really value, sort of like coming in and creeping in on your personal space? I want you to reflect on how you can use AI to support your goals without losing sight of what makes you unique and what value you bring to the table. For instance, you might use AI for analytical tasks, but reserve creative or interpersonal aspects for your own personal touch, expanding where you are able to have those interactions and experiences as well. As always, you are going to find a prompt in the show notes that is ready for you to edit, cut, and paste so that you can practice the ideas that are shared in this episode with your favorite AI tool. Now think about the identity that you want to carve out and have for yourself in this AI era. What opportunity is being presented for you to take advantage of? What habits can you form that emphasize those human qualities? What choices can you make in your daily actions that are going to reflect the person you aspire to be in a world where AI is just this constant companion with us everywhere we go and every tool we touch? So as we navigate this AI era, let's remember that our greatest strength lies in our humanity, our empathy, our creativity, our insights, and above all, our unique human stories. This year, let's focus on being more authentic, more self-aware, and discovering our unique human advantage in an AI world.